This is the Uptick Newswire Stock Day podcast, sponsored by InvestorsHangout.com and Equities.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes and YouTube to stay up to date on penny stock news and interviews, public information on OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world. With your host, Everett Jolly.
On today's show, I'm bringing back a returning guest. He was on my show back in June of 2018. This guy might be the hardest working CEO in the cannabis industry. We're talking no other than United Cannabis Corp. You can find him on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol CNAB. The revenues were up 2,000% in 2018 compared to 2017. And with us today to talk about his company is the CEO and president, Mr. Earnie Blackmon. Ernie, welcome back to the show.
Good to be here, Everett. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I saw one of your press releases, and I'm interested to start off the show to ask you this question. Industrial hemp testing in Colorado, how's that going?
You know, we're very happy to offer those services now to other companies in the industry. Sometimes it's really hard to get accurate testing. We wanted to be able to formulate and to be able to test our own products that we were making in our production lab. And now we've rolled that out and we're offering that to other people as well.
You know, where did the revenues come from in 2018? Like I said, 2017, I think you guys finished around 300-something thousand in revenue. And 2018, you'll finish anywhere from 6 million to 8 million revenues. Where did that all come from?
That came from industrial hemp processing. So what we've been doing is processing CBD-rich biomass, is what you call the industrial hemp, into either distillates or isolates, where you're isolating the CBD molecule, or a full spectrum distillate where you've got all of the different cannabinoids that are available inside the plant. So that was our pilot scale facility. That's what we've been running up to now. And then we're really looking forward to what we would consider 2.0, which is a factor of about 10 coming online sometime in the second quarter of this year.
So where do we go from here with the hemp processing coming along?
You know, what we're looking to do right now, Everett, is actually put these plants in different areas around the country where hemp growing is starting to come online. So we're looking on the East Coast, down in the South, South Carolina. Tennessee's about to come online. Obviously, Kentucky has been processing already. Illinois is getting ready to roll out a hemp program. So I think really the idea is to put a processing plant everywhere where there's demand.
A guest today that we're highlighting here on Stock Day is United Cannabis Corp. Find them on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol CNAB. To me, one of the most, if not the most, undervalued cannabis stock on the OTC markets, trading around 40 cents, very undervalued. That being said, what is the status of your pure hemp legislation, and when will you file your first cannabis-based patent infringement case?
Well, so this is the patent infringement case. So we filed, we're moving through the federal courts as we speak right now. So, these things go back and forth. Your experts testify, their experts testify, and in the end, you get in front of a jury of your peers. And we thought it was very important to test the strength of our patent. I mean, you have an assumption of validity when you get a granted patent, which it was granted to us back in August of 2016, I believe. And now you got to test it out in court. And then when you get done with your court case, then you know what you have. And we anticipate having a strong patent portfolio when it's all said and done.
The P1 capsule in Jamaica, can you give me any updates of where we're at on that?
Yeah, Jamaica's really coming along. So we have finished the original data collection in our pharmacological studies down in Jamaica. And what they're doing now is compiling the data. From there, we will move into phase 1 and phase 2 trials, probably somewhere in Canada. We've got some CROs that we're talking to up there. And then eventually, after you get through that, then you start looking to do that stage 3 trial. We're using Everett, is a 10 milligram and 20 milligram THC capsules for pain, and we're really looking to dig into that opioid market. We've got a big problem with that going on in the United States, really around the world, and we really feel like we can handle a lot of the issues that doctors are using opiates for right now by using cannabinoids.
United Cannabis Corp is the company that we're highlighting today here. Ernie, let me ask you this. What makes your company tick? What makes it so special? And what are you trying to accomplish here in the next 2 or 3 quarters?
I think what makes us special is we're really patient-driven and patient-focused. Really for us, my partner Tony and I, when we started the company, we looked around and said, if we help people, the money will come. Eventually, the markets will take notice. eventually the stock will go up and our investors will be happy. But really staying focused on the patient and making that the main play with the company has served us well. It opens up a lot of doors around the world for us because people know that that's what we're about. We're not just about the money, and we're going to keep on keeping on.
Now that you got revenues coming in the door, are you guys thinking about any M&A action?
We've considered it. Right now, really in the hemp space, there's so much opportunity to just expand what we're already doing. As you know, we acquired Dr. Reynolds' non-cannabinoid-based company, Prana Therapeutics. That drug is moving along well. We're selling it now as a nutraceutical on our NutriMedHealth.com website, and we're looking forward to rolling that into full-blown clinical trials for a multitude of different indications. But if we see something out there that's interesting to us, we would certainly entertain it. But like I said, I think right now we're just focused on expanding what we're already doing and what we're already good at.
In closing here, what would you want my listeners to take away from this interview? And if you want to maybe comment a little bit on your stock price.
Well, we do feel like inside the company that we're undervalued in comparison to some of the other companies out there. I know that there's been times where the stock's in a little bit of a lull. Hasn't been a lot of volume and this and that. Some other companies come up, they look a little sexier. But I think with the revenues rolling out the way they are and the different verticals that our company has, I think that we stand a good chance of being very successful this year.
Ernie, I want to thank you for coming on the show. All I ask is that you become more of a regular on my show. What you're doing over there is just exceptional. Like I said, if I had an award to give out to one of my best CEOs of 2018, you would definitely be at the top of the list. I want to thank you. I wish you nothing but continued success, and hopefully you'll come back on the show in 40 or 50 days.
You got it. Appreciate it, Everett. Have a great day.
This program is entirely sponsored and produced by Uptick Newswire, LLC, which is responsible for the content. The opinions and information provided on this program are those of the guests and those of the respective companies they represent, and do not necessarily reflect those of the staff or management of Uptick Newswire. Uptick Newswire encourages all listeners of this program to do their due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that will work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional. The guests of this program may have paid for its distribution and are not directly affiliated with Uptick Newswire or this station.